toy.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is a beautiful day on the ranch. We are out here with one of my favorite RCs, the RC4wd Overland. This truck comes as a blank canvas, as Bob Ross would say. It has no bed on it. It comes with no electronics. It does come with the cab, and that is plastic. Everything else is metal, as it should be. Metal axles, metal transmission. This comes with a transmission that has planetary gears on it that amplifies the torque tremendously. It allows you to pull things that you wouldn't normally pull with a typical slipper clutch transmission. This truck did have a couple weak points on it. I'll tell you what we ended up doing. First of all, I installed Traxxas Electronics. It's got the Traxxas 3S ESC. It has the 550 Titan motor, and it has a Spectrum receiver in it. I really like that combination on this truck. I'll tell you what we ended up having to do. As you can kind of see in here, we have a beefed up rear suspension. There's a double coil suspension along with double the leaf springs. We had to beef it up in order to haul the type of trailers that we wanted to haul with this truck. I also put the RC4wd front shock up there, as you can see, and that really helped out on the front. The body and the frame was sagging really close to the tire here, and we didn't really like that, how that looked. But it's got a 2-speed transmission. It's got locking front and rear differentials. When you put it in first gear, it locks the front and rear. Second gear opens up the front and the rear, and you get a little bit more speed out of it, but you lose a little bit of that torque. As you can see, it is just a really cool model. Got a clevis hook back there. Now this is a 1/14 scale, guys, so it is a little bit small compared to your typical Traxxas and axial crawlers, but I think this is really a worthwhile model looking into. All of your battery and electronics go right up here. I decided to do a little something different. I ended up putting the ESC inside this exhaust box, but it ends up being a really great heatsink. I put this fan over the top of it, and it keeps things really cool. I believe in keeping things cool and keeping your equipment living long, so this is something I ended up doing. This is the fuel tank on here. This actually separates and has our trail tools on it, so all of our tools are in there if we need to do any repairs on the trail. We ended up needing a smokestack, of course, here. We added that, and let's get to the bed, as we have our little friend hopping into the picture right there. This is an all aluminum side rails and aluminum shelf right there. This is a steel plate. We needed the weight to make this the sturdy truck that we wanted it to be. We ended up installing a Tamiya 5th wheel hitch on here. Of course, you pull the chain and it releases the kingpin. Very realistic. We've got our light underneath for our night crawl, so you can watch your car go. We've got a tiger tail set up right here, and you can hook this on to whatever you need to, and it'll hold it steady. And then when you're done, you simply release it and it goes right back in. So really happy with how this turned out. The front bumper was plastic, and I really thought it needed a metal front bumper with all this weight that it's pulling, and you don't want to ruin this nice body, so I ended up making a metal bumper. Got some aluminum tow hooks right there. Really happy with how it turned out. So that being said, guys, we're really trying to grow this channel. If you like what you're seeing, like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. It'll help us keep this channel going long and making worthwhile content. So we appreciate all the help we can get. Let's go on to one of my mad scientist creations. We needed a trailer for this really cool setup. So let me show you the ranch trailer, the Big Johnson. The Big Johnson is a 65-inch trailer. It has a 55-inch deck, and we have a ramp and extension back here. I'll show you how this works. We just pull this pin, pull this lever, and we can either extend it 10 inches for an extra car or extra cargo, or we just simply continue it and pull it down for a ramp. Really cool setup. When you're done, you simply pull it up. It's on a spring loaded. You just give it a little push, goes right in. You put the pin right back in there. Excellent, excellent. We have our chain and our winch system set up here, just in the event that we have one of our cars break down and we have to tow it up the ramp. We have our suspension system down here, our tandem suspension axle system. Really works well on the off-road areas. The kind of weight that we're hauling, I don't believe that springs would be able to hold it. You can see that I went with a low profile wheel and tire setup here, which really allows us to put a lot of weight on here without a whole lot of tire flex. You might recognize that those are the Arma Typhon 3S wheels. Moving up here, we've got our stand, our jack stand and leg system. Operates on a tension cable, on both sides. Now this is really something cool. I'm going to show you here in just a second. And then up here we've got room for our controllers, chains, any extra cargo. So let me show you the real magic behind this truck and trailer system. All right. Let's get our stuff turned on. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lock in our differentials and put it in first gear. All right, let's start up our truck. All right, love the sound of a diesel motor. All right, let's see if I can do this right first time. Difficult one-handed, but I think we may have pulled it off. All right, guys, watch the leg set up on the trailer as we click back. Here we go. All right, we are ready to go. Really a cool setup. It's got a lot of practical uses on the ranch. We've hauled lots of wood, we've hauled rock. Our RCs back in the hills to do our four-wheeling. Just a really cool setup. Really happy how it turned out. Just an excellent system. And something I hadn't really seen anybody do before. You know, they make a lot of trailers online, but they just didn't seem like they did anything. They didn't seem like they held weight. It seemed like I would break them if I did anything serious with it. But this one certainly does the job. Really happy with this truck, how it turned out. Working all the bugs out of it. Super happy with how the trailer turned out. Just a great overall setup, guys. And if you like what you're seeing, if you like this type of truck and trailering, if you like racing, you like bashing, we have a little bit of everything. Really appreciate you guys watching the channel, and we'll see you next time on Rebel RC Ranch.